Hey everybody, it's Miranda, and I'm back to do another plan with me in my Sterling Ink A5. I really hope you can join in on the fun and kind of take a few moments, a little bit of time out of your day, and maybe you can do some planning with me. So I am planning for this coming week, which is February 16th through the 22nd. And I pulled out the CoffeeMonsterzCo Chinese Lunar New Year kit. So we are entering the year of the horse, exiting the year of the snake, and so there's a lot of pieces to this kit. There's a lot to the kit, as well as I actually do have leftovers from last year's kit. So as I always say, the kits last such a long time. So let me show you the new kit in case you don't have it or you're interested in picking it up. I think it's still available in the CoffeeMonsterzCo shop. So the first page is the, I did get the Year of the Horse doodle day numbers. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them in my weekly spread, or maybe I'll try to use them in the month of March in my daily section because they're very small and I want to kind of have a continuous look for them, or, I want to use them. So I might use it for March, but not in this spread. But this is the sheet that comes with it. And then I have the large Lunar New Year vinyls, doodles, sorry. So they're very similar to last year's, but, Helen will change like the character, the Eastern zodiac animal that's used each year, but the rest of them are very similar. And then I got the extra bits. I always think they're cute, especially this one, and just some of the little deco. And I'll try to use this probably more in my daily spreads. I can use it during the week, but most likely it'll get used in the dailies as much as I can. And then here is page 1 of the kit. So you've got your quarter boxes and your to-dos and some headers here. Here's page 2. You got your weekend banner, the really cute highlight sticker, which is relatively new to the CoffeeMonsterzCo. You've got more deco boxes, a little bit of icon stickers here, update your planner. And then you've got page 3, which includes the washi, and then it includes the new habit trackers, and then some habit trackers here, and then more really cute deco. And I did pull in these gold date dots that I think I will use for the weekly spread, as well as these actually, these are from Hubman and Chub Girl day covers, but they matched perfectly with the kit, and so I thought, why not use them? And now this part is the leftovers that I have from last year, from 2025. So I have this page, which, got a bunch of labels on it. I've got almost a full sheet of the doodles. And then I've got several pages. Here's page 1 of the 2025 Year of the Snake. You can see I did my best, but there's so much, to keep using. Here's page 2, and then here's page 3, and I still have the washi. The reason being is that I also do have the TCMC Lunar washi. I forget the actual name she uses, but I tend to go for this one because it's kind of the only time during the year where I'll use this washi for maybe a couple of spreads in the daily section. And so anyway, all right, so I'm going to start planning and getting into it. And so I'm always here to try to encourage people to use your stickers, use your kits up, and because that's what happens. I think we all tend to, I know for me, I'll speak for myself. I know I tend to buy a lot, and then I'm like, whoa, I still have so much to use. So I'm just going to go ahead and wipe these out here at the top because I know that these labels are a little bit smaller. And obviously I want to not have what's on in the Sterling ink kind of show through. So I'm just going to white all these out. But I hope everyone's been doing well. I hope you all had a fantastic week last week. And I pulled up the Sunday. I'm actually going to pull up Monday here. And I hope you had, if you celebrate Valentine's Day, I hope that went well for you. I did go and do my volunteering at the Night to Shine, which is the event I had mentioned in the last video for, it's the prom for youth with special needs. It was so much fun. I think that they call them the kings and queens, all the attendees. They really had a wonderful time. And where I was volunteering, there were at least 300 attendees that were the youth with special needs. And then what they do is they pair up a buddy for each individual person. So just imagine, so 300 plus another buddy, that's 600, plus it's so nice what they did, and I had never heard about, it's the Tim, I think it's Tim Tebow. His foundation also does on that same night a dinner basically for the parents so that they get a bit of a respite and that they're able to just enjoy some quality downtime with other families, knowing that their children are well taken care of and, having a blast. And there was music and so much food and dancing, and everybody was so happy, so excited, and it was really fun. So I volunteered for, I think, about 7 hours on Friday night. And I would happily go do this next year. It was so well organized, and everyone was very compassionate and caring towards the youth, and it was just very inclusive. It was really wonderful. So I'm so glad I had found out about it, and I don't even remember how I found out about it, but I'm so glad that I did, and that I got to participate, because it's just a wonderful event. So and they even had, I think it was at least 6 or 7 of the Disney characters, some of the different Disney like princesses, and they had Olaf from Frozen. So it was just like really nice. And they had like activities for the kids, and they had like a sensory room. If the kids were overstimulated, they could go in that room. And so they just had so much set up for the youth. It was just really wonderful. So, okay, so let me get back to planning. Obviously I can keep talking about stuff, but, so I think this year I do want to try to use up both washies. So the washi that comes with the kit, and I might be pulling from both kits, but that's okay. So I think I'm going to use both. I think I'll use this one at the top, and then this one on the roll at the bottom, because I want to be able to use what I've got here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down, and then in a moment I will show you. I did pull out, okay, how am I going to do this? I don't want to lose the lanterns here, so let me see. How am I going to do this time? Okay, one thought is, do I want to pull it all the way across? No, I don't like that. Okay, I was thinking if I used it to cover up my calendar. So, may have to do some sticker surgery here. I don't want to lose the lanterns, the red lanterns on the end. And I don't want to put it at the bottom. The reason is because to me this washi feels like it should be at the top, because it looks like, the lantern should be kind of falling from the top. So, all right, I think what I'm going to do then is some sticker surgery. So let me grab my scissors, and I'm going to cut the lantern part. I'm going to have to actually cut a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to cut maybe some of the pink clouds here. Okay, and then maybe what I'll just do is overlay the lanterns right there at the edge, at the crease. And then I'll pull up this second sheet with the little dragon at the end. And hopefully this will go all the way across now. That's really high up. One moment. Let me lower that just a little bit. It looks like it's almost running into the days of the week at the top. Yeah, it is. It's covering up the days of the week. Whoop. Third time's the charm. Here we go. Okay, much better. All right, cool. Off to a good start. Oh, and I did want to mention, I pulled out the 3 colors that I think pretty well match this kit if you're using Tombos. So it's 992, which is this light brown, 772, which is the pale pink, and then 991, which is kind of the yellow. And I did pull these and match them to the kit, and they were also, sometimes, you know, on the CoffeeMonsterzCo, Helen will put out some Tombos as well as midliners that will match the kit, and so those were the 3 that matched, and I just happened to have them, or 3 that I did have. So okay, so since it's Year of the Horse, the one I definitely want to use from the new kit is the horse one. I want to be sure to use it because most of the others I have in the old kit. So I have this horse here with the pink background, and then this one that's on the deco. So I definitely want to use that. Okay, I think I'm going to use the one with the pink deco, pink background on it. And I'm going to just cover up my entire calendar right here. Let me just make sure so I don't have to white out anything, hopefully. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay. There's going to be so many stickers to choose from. So, actually, and I'm going to kind of spread things out so I can see what I'm working with because there's a lot. And I do have Monday off from work for President's Day. And then I have work on Tuesday. I have a doctor's appointment on Wednesday. And I now am going to meet a friend on Monday to go to the movies. And then I'm also doing a Lunar New Year festival with that same friend on Saturday. So I have a couple of different things that I know I can already plan for this week. Okay, so I need to put down a this week's sticker, and I should have something here. Just spreading everything out again. You know, it's a good planning session when your desk looks super messy, but like, you know, that's a good thing. So, and actually, I think I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to use the highlight sticker in the middle of on my sidebar here and specifically try to find, you know, one thing of the week that'll be the highlight of the week because I really like these stickers, but I want to incorporate them more, especially when they're in the kit. So I might use the brown one. I could use the blue, either way. And then I do want to look, I have multiple this week's here to choose from. So let's see here. I have a This Week in Brown. I'm looking at all my labels here. I have a This Week on the little bits pieces, which is like in a little, you know, cursive writing here. And I also have a This Week in Blue. So lots to pick and choose from. I think I'll do the blue. I think I'll do this. I'll do the blue one and then use the brown highlight. So how do I want to do this? I think I'll do it like this. I'll do This Week right there. Let's see if I put that down correctly. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay, and I know that the kit comes with those little dots, which I do like to use. Oh, and I'm noticing here I've actually got 5 check marks. That could really work. Now I do have 4 dots here. I'm sure I have more dots because of these. I have multiples here. Let me see. This is the year of the snake. Yeah, so I won't need 8. I'm going to use these checklists. Why not? I'm going to use them. And then maybe when I finish the task, I could I either outline the little check mark in black or whatever color I'm using. I think that would work. So I think I will do that. Okay, so I'm gonna just pull some of these because I think the 5 sounds about right to me. So I'm gonna pull some of these checklists. I'll just put them down pretty much in the order they are in. Let's see, let me grab that yellow one there. There we go. Kind of leaving a little bit of space. That's one technique I like to use if I know that the week, is going to be a little bit busy. If you leave a little bit more white space, it's better because it gives your eyes kind of a place to rest. So at least that's what I tend to find. So, okay, now I'm going to pull out that brown highlight sticker because it's adorable. And I'm just going to kind of put it right there, and I can pick kind of a highlight of the week and just write it in there because that would be really pretty. And then I do want to I need 2 habit trackers. So I believe I have multiple to choose from. So the options would be the individual ones or the days of the week, and using then the tiny icons, which could be kind of nice. I haven't used those in a while. I think I will do that. I think I will use the tiny icons. So that means using the Monday to Sunday ones. Now the question is which colors. I like the colors of this kit. I'm going to use the pinks and yellows. That's why I think they're pretty. So I'll put it right here. And I'm only currently tracking, I think, 2 things in this journal. Let me see. I think it's the reading and my language study. So I'm going to pull those out. I did get a few more tiny icons. I can show you those. I recently purchased the podcast microphone one. So that's new. I purchased the sparkles one just to try it out, and I used some of these for the prom event that I volunteered at. I used that to decorate the page that I wrote out. I don't know if I've shown these ones before, the play button one. So, but now I need to find my reading one. And reading and language studies. Oh, they're the last 2, of course. So let's see. Here's the reading icon, the book. I use that one for my reading. Put that down. Whoops. And then the speech bubble, which is what I use for my language studies. Okay, and I can put all the rest of these back. So that's looking pretty good. All right, so Monday I have the movie I just organized with my friend. So let's see, what would be fun to use. And it's also President's Day, so I could mark that off as well. Actually, let me see. President's Day. I'm gonna look to see. Oh, I think it's in the other. I'm looking, I have stickers. It is in the other sheet. Let me pull it out. I have the holiday stickers. I'm looking for that one. So I think it's in this binder in the back here. Let's see if I've got it. President's Day. I'm checking Earth Day. Okay, let's see behind it if there's one. If not, I know where I've got the other sheet, I believe. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on this sheet. And it's not on the Once More with Love sheet that I have. So that means it is in a different spot. I have this binder, which is what I use kind of for my monthly section, so it has to be in here. So I think, let me just see if I can find it quickly. Here we go. Okay. So here we've got, okay, so these are the two sheets I'm using. So actually, I don't know. Oh, I don't think there is a President's Day. Oh, here it is. No, President's Day. I found it. So President's Day, that's the only one, I think. Yeah, this little one here. So I'm going to use that one. President's Day, because it's not on the big one, because this is like more of the global holidays, and then this is like USA specific. So, so I'll use the little President's Day one. So let me put some of this back now. Let's see. Okay. So the 16th is President's Day. Let's put down a border because, you know, there's about 85 million stickers to choose from here. So I'm going to use this blue one. And I'll kind of put it at the top of the day. And just put down President's Day. And I think actually, since I have so many of these that I don't often get to use, I have all of these day off stickers. So I'm just going to pick one and use that as well. I kind of like this one if it would fit. Okay, this would work, but I'm going to move this guy over. I'm going to center it. It should come up. I hope. Slowly, slowly. There we go. It's going to come up. Okay. So President's Day, I'll do it like that, and then just put day off right underneath it. I don't get to use it often. The day off stickers, I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, and then my friend and I are gonna go see a movie. I believe it's in the afternoon around 2:30. So let me see here. And we will probably get a bite to eat afterwards. So I might use this one as well. I could put a label. Actually, I'm sure we're gonna get a bite to eat. So maybe I'll use that one because it would be very appropriate. And maybe this pink one. Okay, so movie's in the afternoon, I think around 2:30. I'll put it like there. And then I'll put this one underneath it. And then wherever we end up going for dinner, we'll probably pick a place right near the movie theater. So I'm just gonna write that in right now. Okay, so, and I think the movie, we just picked it out today. I think it's called Solo Mio. I haven't heard about this movie before, so I hope it's good. And putting down what city it's in. And it's about 2:30, and I'll just put a dash till whenever we finish. Okay, so that looks really cute. And now Tuesday, I have work. Let me check my work schedule. I have work starting at 2:30 till 8 o'clock. So let's see here. Thinking which colors would look nice next to this pink. I was gonna pick this red one with these little red little lanterns or balls coming down, but that'd be a lot of pink. So now I'm thinking maybe this blue instead. So, or I've also got this one, but it's got the clouds, but you know, a little more blue. So maybe I'll use this one. Let's see how this will look. So we said 2:30. Where did my tweezers go? Here we go. Actually, I like that because the colors look nice compared to the Monday sticker. They look nice together. So that looks pretty. Okay. So Tuesday is work, and I think, let me double check. I think I'd seen a work sticker on here. Was it on the bits one? Yeah, there's one little work sticker. So I'm gonna actually use that because I have it. Why not use it? And it's got a little cloud there, so that's like appropriate to go with the clouds in the background. And then my work schedule is 2:30. I think officially till 7:30. Okay. And then I'm actually gonna do this, let me see. I'm gonna use one of the arrows because I don't get to use them often. Just grab the medium arrow and run this down to 7:30. So I'll do that. And then Wednesday, I have that dentist, actually, sorry, it's not the dentist. I have an eye appointment at 2 p.m. So that I need a little sticker for. It's just a little appointment, probably take a half hour. I have this little sticker, which is very cute. I could also use, I'm looking at the little icons here. Oh, I like the little yellow one. Maybe I'll bring in some yellow. So I think I'll bring in this little one, super tiny. And it's at 2 p.m. So let me just put it right here. And this one luckily is close to my house, so I don't have to like do a ton of driving. So this is 2 p.m. And this is an eye appointment. Okay. And then the last thing that I know I have to plan for, which will be super fun, is going to a museum out in Oakland for their Lunar New Year festivities. And that goes from 11 to 4 for sure at the museum. And then I'm going to get dinner with my friend, probably do some shopping afterwards. And that is all on Saturday. So that gets to get some really cool stickers. So let me see. So I might use this year of the horse in my daily planning, my daily journaling. Those are the only ones that are like year specific, right? The rest, that's why they keep carrying over. So I'm looking what's popping out at me. I do like this one, and I have multiples of that. I have it here, little cat. I have it there. Yeah, I really like that cat one. Okay, so I'm gonna use it because it's super cute. So I'll take it from the Year of the Snake kit. It doesn't matter, it's just, at some point I'm gonna consolidate these anyway. So probably it goes till 4. So actually what I'll do is this. I'll put this sticker down, and then that gives me space above to add a label for the museum part, and then I can put a sticker below for like wherever we go to eat. And this one's nice because all the colors are in it, so that's kind of pretty. Yeah, so Helen didn't change the sticker at all from last year to this year. So I think I'll do, I like this pink one with the gold coin because that is lucky. I think I'll do this one at the top at 11 a.m. And here I'm gonna add a little deco. So let's see, here are the 2 deco sheets that I've got. I might add a lantern. I do like, I'm thinking what to use. I've also got an idea for these other lanterns. I think I might use these as well. Let's see, let me add, I'm gonna add the red envelope. I'll add the little red envelope, maybe right here. And maybe a little flower, maybe next to it. On the side, oh, on the side, that looks right, okay. And then, let me write this down. So this is, how much can I fit here? The other option is I could move everything up. Okay, I might try that. Sometimes you just got to make an adjustment. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to see if I can pull everything up and move it up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I don't know. Now if I can pull this sticker up, I'll do my best. Here we go. I'll move it to the 10 o'clock hour because I'm thinking I might use my tombos to kind of write out Lunar New Year, and then the label will just be like the name of the museum and which friend I'm going with. The sticker kind of folded over on itself, so I'm just trying to get it to unstick the little corner here. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Here it goes. I got it. Okay. So I'll put this just a little higher. Okay. So this is at OMCA, which is the Oakland Museum. Actually, I'm just going to write it that way. OMCA. And from 11 to 4. And now let me grab those tombos and see if I can. Okay, so let me do it this way. We'll write out Lunar. New Year. Just to jazz it up a little bit. And now that feels like it also needs some deco. So why not? Something tiny. Maybe the mandarin or fortune cookie. Actually, yeah, the fortune cookie maybe. Because it's rounder, might be okay. Whoop. Let's do that. Or actually, I know it's a lot of a lot of stickers on the right-hand side if I put it here, so maybe I'll put it here. It's okay that it's bleeding into Friday, that's okay. Okay, and then my other thought was I could use since I have so many different lanterns, I'm gonna pull a lantern and let's see, let's find a nice spot. I could put it on the washi, like I could just have it dangling down. But I'm actually thinking, could put it here. I don't want to cover up the 8. I do like to see what week I'm on. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I could put it. Where would be a good place for it? Could put it even here is nice. I feel like I need to put it somewhere. I'm thinking. Maybe, I did kind of like it over by the horse. How about there? It's okay if it covers up the 2 a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay. And then I do want to grab the other washi that I have, the one that it's got the gold foiling on there. And I think I'm just going to put it across the bottom. All the emojis look super happy. And let me grab my washi cutter here. I was looking at it earlier. There is a horse. I was thinking if Helen had included all the zodiacs. And then this little bit, I'm going to just trim it right here. Hopefully I can get a clean cut here. There we go. Okay. So I think that's all I can do for now. Hopefully you can see it okay. I can zoom you in a little bit here. Yeah, I think that's all I can do. And as you can tell, right, I still have so many pieces of this kit left over, of 2 kits, right? But there's so much. So I think for next year, I may not buy any more of the Lunar New Year ones until I finish, you know, maybe 2 years. Because there's still so much left over, right? But I really appreciate you joining in on this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you did, please give me a like, a share, or a subscribe. If you comment, I will always comment back. And I'm wishing you a fantastic week. If you do celebrate Chinese Lunar New Year, I'm wishing you a very happy Lunar New Year. Gong hei fat choi, gong si fat sai. And have a fantastic week, everyone. Take care. Bye.